Hi, it's been a while. Sorry that I just sort of left. I didn't mean for things to be like this, but I had a lot of responsibilities in real life, sure, but that was such a little issue compared to everything else going on. I'm here to tell you everything. Why I left, why I didn't say anything, why I've been distant to those who DM'd me, why I haven't been myself. I was foolish, hoping that things would go smoothly. It all started on that day when I logged in the GPO, Grand Peace Online, a One Piece inspired Roblox game. Excited to play, only to realize I was banned. Shrugged it off laughing, only to realize that after trying to relog in, I was actually banned. I immediately tried contacting the GPO team, and you know the rest. After trying to recuperate from the loss of an asset that pretty much carried my channel, tried playing other types of games, doing other things. Don't get me wrong, I was going to try and do it eventually, but I was foolish to put it off and try and build subscribers off of GPO before I did. It didn't work, of course, and whether it was the algorithm or lack of interest from people, it didn't work out. I was suffering from other things regarding my family on top of that, and it pushed me to the edge, and I started taking breaks, which were unannounced breaks, and eventually I left almost completely. So when YBA had an update, the Stone Free update, I was ecstatic with things getting better and looking towards the future. I streamed it, had grown a high number of views that I hadn't witnessed since the days of GPO. I was happy. But while I was busy being clouded by tunnel vision of the future, I wasn't looking around me in the present. On top of two of the people I trusted betraying my trust behind my back before the breaks, I cut them off. Yet the lingering pain of what they had done to my mental still came, breaking my back and stressing over fakes. People who cared nothing about anything but what they could gain from someone. Along with that, I had a falling out with yet another one of those people. I was in the wrong for lashing out my anger, but I couldn't let them disrupt my mental state anymore. I was fed up. Eventually, ties between us broke and we went our separate ways. Perhaps we could have worked it out, though. None of these things affected me as much as when my own best friend, someone I had trusted with my life, someone I had known since kindergarten, at first, I thought nothing of the things that he said to me, brushing them off as simple jokes. Yet, I always had felt disdain towards the words, and sure, they were meant to uplift, but they were repetitive. I could only handle so many of those until I started lashing out at him as well. He tried to make me feel different, try and tell me negative things to make me want to change, and I tried to explain to him how I dislike all of it. He mentioned things that I confided in him personally, brought up things that were from the past and didn't matter as much anymore, and I felt embarrassed and ashamed of them, and he brought them up casual topics, and it hurt. And he joked in front of about them in front of others, and like I said, I would have no problem with it if it weren't for the repetitive nature, and as well as the condescending tone. I wanted a friend, not a dad, and the overall mocking tone of voice given towards me when they were brought up. I brought this topic up to him multiple times, yet each time he disagreed and we just kept moving on. Recently, I just completely stopped conversing with him and blocked him and haven't talked to him since. And I'm sorry I'm messing up on my words. It's a bit difficult to talk about this. Um, and yeah, perhaps I do regret this. I feel responsible for not making it clear how our friendship wanted to be, and I tried to tell him that everyone could improve and change and that nobody needed to stay stagnant. And I felt responsible for not being more reasonable, trying to talk things out and just being blinded by wanting him out and listening to others who didn't have the same connection we had, not thinking for myself. I still hate the way he treated me and making me feel like shit, but I do miss the good times when we could laugh and have fun, not worrying about the finer details. I really do regret it. That whole situation lasted for almost a year and a half, with just recently, a couple of months ago, again, the closure happened. I was going through pressure with school related things, violence and chaos at my home, the trauma of my past being brought up repeatedly by someone who's essentially one of my two best friends, having flashbacks as well as dealing with the shit I deal with during the GPO days. as well as still dealing with it during the descent of my channel and the madness following. I felt like I was being attacked by all sides through my dream, which is my YouTube channel, my friends, the drama, the stable environment, the chaos at my home, as well as pressure from switching schools due to multiple incidents regarding my mental state. It felt like my brain, which was trying to figure out a solution to all those problems, was ripped into pieces, leaving me with nothing but anger and sadness. I got professional help. It didn't make matters better as a whole, but it did give me a sense of direction and somewhat a sense of peace, getting me to take a step back and calmly think about things. Although it's too late for that now, what has been done has been done. Can't take it back and do it over again, but I can try a fresh start. With the experience I gained, I want a fresh start to take things in a different direction, no matter how long it might take. I want to at least try something my previous self failed to do, overcome by the pressure. I want to try to move forward. I apologize. I really am sorry for all of this. I didn't mean to leave without saying anything, and to those of you who may, but probably not, watching that know who you are involved with the recent events, I want to apologize as well. Whether it be because I made the mistake of being ignorant and upsetting you without knowing it, or whether it be because I didn't try to fix things, I apologize. I realize that you may have been the cause of my mental stability becoming so bad, but I want to apologize for not making things right. I want to return to YouTube and try actual videos as well as going on with streaming, but I don't know when that might be. I'll try to do something on the 5th this month, but I don't know if that will work. Things are still sort of iffy, but I really do apologize. I'm sorry for everything, everyone. I want to try and make things right. I doubt you will, but if you need my Discord to message me, it's capital P Phaze with a Z, uh, hashtag 4088, and I will put it in the description as well. It's the only thing that I'll leave there. And I thank you for listening to this. I needed to get this off my chest and come clean and apologize. And I'm sorry that I wasn't able to be a good person about things. And